Quran, chapter 23, the believers. Revelation place Mecca, Revelation order 74, number of verses 118. Chapter theme. This chapter invites the people to accept and follow the message of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, remarked that 10 such verses have been sent down to me, that the one who measures up to them will most surely go to paradise. Then he recited the first 10 verses of this chapter. Major points. Lists the characteristics of the true believer. It's a guidance list. Stages of human creation. It's verifiable scientific facts. Creation of earth, also verifiable facts. History of prophets, verifiable history. Guidance to seek the protection of Allah against Satan and repel evil with good. And also resurrection and judgment day, which is future unseen beliefs. And finally, the disbelievers will not get salvation. It's warning and promises by God. With the name of Allah, the gracious, the merciful. It's an acknowledgement and declaration that Allah is the author of the Quran. Certainly, the believers had reaped. Allah assures that the believers will reap the rewards of their belief. Whom they in their prayers are reverent, submissive. That means these believers are the ones who empties their heart and humbles themselves to pray to Allah. And those from idle talk side away, means and those who avoid talk and acts for which they do not receive for it any reward from Allah. And those who do zakat, which is Islamic charity, which will do you good and raises the faculties of good in yourself and hence the community. And those who guard their private parts, mean take care of their private parts by keeping them on the purpose for which they were created and not doing with them what God forbid. Example, adultery. Except upon their spouses and what their right hand possesses, they will not be blamed. Means their private parts are allowed upon their spouses and what their right hand possesses. This right hand possession practice existed before Islam on individuals who were captured during the war. Islam gave human rights to these individuals. Example, to be set free, to be ransomed, to have equal marital status, etc. And who desire beyond that, then those are the transgressors, means those who seek beyond what was aforementioned regarding guarding their private parts are the aggressors who transgressed what Allah legislated for them. And those who are to their trusts and promises attentive, and those who maintain their prayers, those are the inheritors. Those will inherit the Firdaus. They will abide in it eternally. The Firdaus is the name of the highest level of paradise. It indicates an abundance of gardens. That's where Adam dwelled until he disobeyed Allah and was expelled from it. And Allah knows best. And we created man from a strain of clay. The 7 stages of human creation. Allah created the first human, Adam, from the extraction of the finest elements of a selected, strained clay. The human body is comprised of 11 earthly elements: oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, carbon, calcium, phosphorus, sulfur, potassium, sodium, chlorine, and magnesium. Then we made him sperm in an enabled base. Means then the offsprings of Adam were reproduced from sperms that settle in woman's well-suited womb. Then we created the sperm into a clinging clot. We made the clinging clot into a lump. We made the lump into bones. We clothed the bones with flesh. Then we established him as another creation. Means The fetus at birth is separated from its mother umbilical cord, then becomes an independent creation. So blessed be Allah, the best creator. Then after that you are sure to die. Then you in the day of resurrection will be resurrected. Means the evidence for the unseen resurrection is clear, so it is not overemphasized. And we created above you 7 layers, and we were not of the creation inattentive. We built the expandable heavens on arrangement that protect you and ensure your safety. And we sent down from the sky water in measure, so we settled it in the earth, and we are to drive it surely able. Allot the water and rain as we see fit. And we established to you with it gardens of palms, trees, and grapes, and for you in it abundance of fruits, and from it you eat. And the tree that springs from Mount Sinai, that sprouts with oil and pigment for those who eat. An olive tree that sprouts olives, within it its oil. That oil is a soft, fat, edible dip. And for you in the cattle and infer, an example, we quench you from what in its bellies, and for you in it numerous benefits, and from it you eat, and upon them and the ships you are carried. And we sent Noah to his folks, and he said, O my people, worship Allah. You have no deity other than Him. Will not you be pious? Said the dominant who disbelieved from his people, this is not but a man like yourself who wants superiority over you. And if Allah had wanted, He would have sent down angels. We have never heard of that among our first forefather, that we have no deity than Allah the One. The dominant prestigious people in a society usually are the beneficiaries of inequality and corruption in it, and it is in their best interest that their status continues as is. Therefore, they are the first to meet Allah's messages with denial. He is not but a man within him madness, so wait on him for a time. Wait on Noah till he may come to his senses, said the dominant disbeliever of his folks. Said Noah, my God, triumph me by what they denied. So we revealed to him to make a ship with our observations and revelations. And when our command comes and the oven overflow, it's Noah's sign when his oven gushes with boiling water, insert into it from every 2 pairs, and your family, his family in faith, except those of them who had been decreed upon. Noah brought with him his other believing wife and his children, Sam, Ham, and Japheth, and their wives, and with them are 72 believers. Allah knows best. And don't address me about those who transgressed, they are to be drowned. And when straightened, you and those with you on the ship, your heart is reassured that you and the believers will be saved. Say, praise to Allah who saved us from the wrongdoing folk. And say, my God, land me a blessed landing, and you are the best lander. Indeed, in that are signs, and we indeed to cause calamity, affliction of hardship, just as it is revenge against the infidels and the wrongdoers, is also a benefit and scrutiny of faith to the believers. When God afflicts the people of goodness and righteousness with hardship, it's only to increase their reward, raise their status, and scrutinize their faith. And Allah knows best. Then we brought after them, the disbeliever folks who drowned, a different generation, a generation from the believers' descendant who survived with Noah on the ark. And we sent to them a messenger from among themselves, there was prophethood to the people of Ad, descendant of Sam, son of Noah. Do worship Allah. You have no deity other than Him. Will not you be pious? It's the same message that was sent to their grandfather Noah. Said the dominant who disbelieved from his people and denied the meeting of the hereafter, whom we gave them luxury in this lower life. This is not but a man like yourself, who eats what you eat from and drinks from what you drink. Means the influential disbeliever people in a society who lives in luxury usually are the beneficiaries of the inequality and corruption in it. And it's in their best interest that their status continues as is. Therefore, they are the first to meet Allah's messenger with denial. And if you obey a man like yourselves, then you are losers. Does he promise you that if you die and become dust and bones, you will be rebrought, mean resurrected back, away to what you are promised? Notation of arrogance. But this time around, they are not denying the oneness of Allah, but denying resurrection. There is nothing but our lower life. We die and we live, and we shall not be resurrected. He is not but a man who culminates a lie about Allah, and we will not to him, means Hud, become believers. Said, mean Hud, my God triumphed me by what they denied. Same appeal to Allah as his grandfather Noah. Said Allah, after a little they will become regretful. Then took them the screech of truth, so we made them rubbish, what wither and crumble from the plant. Then away with the wrongdoing folks, means away from their luxury and the bliss they awaited them if they had obeyed and believed. Then we brought after them different generations, many generations after Ad. No nation will precede its term, and they are not delayed. Means no nation can precede the term that God has set for it, nor can it end before its set term end comes. Then we sent our messengers in individual successions. Every time a nation gets its messenger, they denied him. So we followed some with the others, and we made them narrations, mean historical stories. So away with the folks who don't believe, means we destroy the deniers. Then other generation come after them, and they again lied and denied. So we destroy them too. Then we sent Moses and his brother Aaron with our signs and clear authority to Pharaoh and his nobles. They scorned, and they were haughty folks. Mean Pharaoh and his followers knew there is God, but they refused to obey his commands, as they felt egoistic at a special high status that Allah's command does not apply to them. They said, should we believe in two men like ourselves, and their people for us are in servitude? So they, mean Pharaoh and his follower, denied them, Moses and Aaron, and they were among the perished. And we brought to Moses the scripture, means the Torah. Perhaps they, mean children of Israel, would become guided. And we made the son of Mary and his mother a sign. Mary got pregnant with no human involvement, and Jesus was born with no father involvement. And we sheltered them to a hill having visible provisions, mean the means of stability were available for them, such as water Mary can see with her own eyes, and food from palm trees that descended next to them. O messengers, eat from what is good and do righteous. I am of what you do knowledgeable. Mean follow Allah's command in food and activities, for Allah is knowledgeable in all that is good and right for you. And indeed, this is your community, one community, and I am your God, so to me be pious. Mean you are but one nation on one belief, following one God, so only fear and obey Allah's command and maintain your unity. So they tore their commands among them into pieces, every sect with what they have rejoicing. Then the people who followed the messengers, Moses and Jesus, later divided themselves into groups and altered the scripture. Every group became fanatical about their own opinions and rejoiced with it, even if it disobeyed Allah's commands. So let them in their immersion until a time, O Muhammad, leave them in their dark negligence. They are like someone who is submerged underwater by his ignorance, and eventually they will stop breathing and drown. Do they think that we extend to them wealth and children? So these groups who disobey God think it's good for them that God extend them of wealth and children. We hasten to them in abundance, rather they don't perceive. God extend to those who seek, but these groups don't perceive it, as it is a temptation that will drown them further in their ignorance. Indeed, those who are out of fear of God are in pity, those who are humbled out of fear of God, that they pity themselves by obeying God and doing righteous deeds. And they who believe in the signs of their God, and those who don't associate partners with their God, not just polytheism, but acknowledging that everything is from God and by His permission. And those who bring forth what they have been brought, and their hearts are in awe, as they will be returning to their God, those who give others what is owed to them, whether these rights are for God, such as charity, or to humans, such as deposits or trusts. Doing that knowing in their hearts that they will meet God on Judgment Day. Those who hasten to good deeds, and in it they race. And we don't charge itself, but its capacity. And with us a book of deeds, that speaks with the truth. And they, all human selves, shall not be wronged. But their hearts are submerged from this, and they have deeds beside that, and they are for it doing. These groups who disobey God, their hearts are blinded to these aforementioned attributes. And it's not only an issue of belief, but with blind hearts they will do action that will further stray them away from God's path. Till we seized their affluent with torment, then they cry out in despair to God for help. Don't cry today, you are by us, will not be saved. Already my verses have been recited upon you, but on your heels you backed away, in arrogance and mockery deserting it. Have they not contemplated the saying, the Quran, or has come to them that which have not come to their forefathers? Allah is addressing the people of Arabia who are proud of their linguistic eloquence and their lineage to their forefather Abraham and Ismail. Or they did not know their messenger, that they deny him. Muhammad, peace be upon him, is not an alien to his people. He is of their race, kind, and tribe, and his behaviors, his life, and his manners are well known to them. Or they say within him madness, rather came to them with the truth, but most of them to the truth are averse. And if the truth followed their whims, that would corrupt the heavens and the earth, and whom in it. For stability, matters don't follow the whims of the creation, but rather the will of the Creator. Rather, we brought to them their reminder, but they from their reminder sighed away. The disbelieving people during Muhammad's time should have embraced Muhammad, peace be upon him, and the Quran as their legacy, their honor, and their glory. Is that the Quran was revealed first to them and in their own language. Or you, Muhammad, peace be upon him, ask them for disbursement, but the reimbursement of your God is best, and He is the best of providers. And you, Muhammad, peace be upon him, most certainly invite them to a straight path. And those who don't believe in the hereafter, from the path they are adrift. And if we grant them mercy and revealed what in them of afflictions, they would still persist in their transgressions, wandering. And we had seized them by torments, but they still would not settle to their God, nor supplicate, until we opened on them a door of severe torment. Then in it they in despair. And He is the one who created for you hearing and visions and hearts, but few are thankful. Human has no excuses, for God have given them hearing to hear His message, eyes to observe His signs in the universe, and hearts to think and reflect with. All necessary tools to lead them to the existence of God, but few are thankful. And He who scattered you throughout the land, and to Him you will be crammed, means spread you and spread provision throughout the earth for you to inhabit it all. And to Him you will be returned on Judgment Day. And He is the one who gives you life and causes death, and to Him the differ of the night and day. Can't you reason? He made the difference between night and day, two complementary creation that follow each other so that each of them performs its function in the universe. But they said, as said their beginners, mean their ancestors, they said in contempt, so if we died and became dust and bones, we will be resurrected? We and our forefathers have been promised that before. This is nothing but fables from the beginners. Resurrection never happened before, and they are stories and legends considered long by people as meaningless myth. But they oversaw the precondition of resurrection, that all in the heavens and the earth, but Allah will have to perish first. Say, Muhammad, peace be upon him, to who belongs the earth and what is in it, if you have knowledge? Muhammad, peace be upon him, addressing his people of Arabia, who have some knowledge from their forefathers. They will say to Allah, say, do you not remember from your forefathers saying that Allah, the one who is capable of creation in the beginning, is also capable of resurrecting after death? Say, who is the God of the seven heavens and God of the mighty throne? They will say to Allah, say, do you not be pious? Say, who in His hand, command, the dominion of everything, and He can help from distress, and none can help against Him. If you had knowledge, experience that before. They will say to Allah, say, so are you bewitched? Are being deluded, or you are just arrogant and stubborn? But we brought them the truth, and they are liars. Allah has not taken any child, example Jesus, Uzair, and the daughters angels, and had never been any deity with Him, no God partners. Then would have gone each deity with what they created, and some of them would have risen above others. Exalted is Allah of what they describe of lies. Conflict of powers between gods would have destroyed the heavens and the earth. Knowers of the unseen and the visible, so high of what they associate, knower of what is seen and unseen for you and others. Say, my God, if you would show me what they are promised, if you torment them as promised, my God, don't place me among the wrongdoer folks. If you torment them in my life, don't torment them while I am among them. And indeed, we are to show you what we promised are able. Push back by what is better, the wronging. We are the best knowing of what they describe. Repel the wronging with what is decent and better based on your ability, and leave the wrongdoers to me. We know their lies. And say, my God, I seek refuge in you from the whispers of Satan. Remember that Satan whispers and incites conflict and evil away from God's path. And seek refuge in you that they attend. I don't want Satan and his followers to even attend in my presence. Until one comes to one of them death, he says, God, return me. When death comes to the deniers of the hereafter, they ask God to return his body and soul back to his worldly life. that I might do righteous in that which I left. No, it is just a word he's saying, and behind them a barrier till the day they are resurrected. When blown in the trumpet, there will be no kinship between them that day, and they will not be asking. On resurrection day, no one can ask for help from another, even close kinships. Those whose scales are heavier are the prosperous. Scales are heavier on the good deeds side. And whose scales are lighter, those are the ones that lost their souls in Jahannam eternally, will be in hellfire forever. Sears the fire their faces, and they are in it disfigured. Were not my verses recited upon you? Then was it you denied? They said, our wretchedness overcame us, and we went astray. The deniers claim it's not our fault that our whims overcame us, and that God have written hardship upon us and gave us also rogue choices. If God had willed, he would not have let us go astray. Our God bring us out of that, and if we were to return, then we are indeed transgressors. Said God, despise in it and don't speak to me. Shut up and stay in hell with despise and humiliation. There was a group of my worshippers who said, our God, we believed, so forgive for us and have mercy upon us. You are the benevolent, merciful. So you took them in mockery till they causes you to forget my reminders, and you were from them laughing. So your mockery and ridicule occupied you from contemplating at God's reminding signs and warnings. I have rewarded them this day for their patience. They are the triumphant. Say, how long have you lingered in the earth by the number of years? God addressing all resurrected from the beginning of time. How long have you been dead till resurrection day? They said, we lingered for a day or part of a day. Ask the counters. The dead as the sleeping are not aware of time to count, so ask the ones who are able to count. Example, the angels. Said, God, you lingered but a little, if only you had known. You stayed in the earth a little, if you knew its relation to your stay after resurrection. Did you think that we created you in vain, and that you to us will not be returned? High above that, Allah, the sovereign, the truth, no deity but He, God of the generous throne. Exalted He above that to create in vain, and also above that you can stray from His sovereign, because there is no deity beside Him to contradict His will. He is the truth and the just for His creation, and His throne is of giving in generosity, not oppression. And who invokes with Allah another deity, which he has no proof of Him, then his reckoning with his God. Indeed, the disbeliever shall not prosper, who follows another false deity, who he has no proof of his divinity, then those disbelievers and their deeds were lost on false deity. And say, my God, forgive and have mercy. You are the benevolent, merciful. Forgive our past sins and have mercy on us if we fall into later sins. You are the benevolent, merciful. End of chapter 23, the believers.